Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at a Boros Aggro deck, but not any Boros Aggro. We're going to be playing Boros Legends, and I think this is going to be more entertaining than you think it is. If you want to buy any cards for today's deck or any other game stuff, remember to go to CoolStuffInc.com. You can use code DRAGON, that'll save you 5% at checkout. And Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. Alright, so with this being an all-creature deck, I'm just going to go over the legends that we're playing. So let's start with Skrelv. We know this is cards good, it's not really a secret, but this is one of the things you kind of have to play. When there's still a lot of red decks and a lot of black decks around, you need to be able to protect your bigger creatures when you actually get them. Now, to help that, we're also going to be playing Thalia, Guardian of Benelia, or Guardian of Thraben, different card there. But this is actually great. Still good against mono white lists. Can actually slow down the Selesnya enchantments list, so we like that too. And obviously keep sweepers off your back while you're trying to get work done. Gonna play 3 Adeline because this card's just good, getting us a bigger creature with more bodies, and having vigilance means you're not susceptible to things like the Wandering Emperor. Squee. Generally, you only see Squee in like Gruul aggro or mono red aggro in a lot of cases, but here it makes sense. It's a legend, it's haste, and it gets us more bodies. We're also going to try a copy of Elesh Norn, because this is good in creature battles, because you can just run stuff in the later stages and your opponent has to block or take a bunch of damage. Either way, probably ends the game. Now, one of the things I got on this list from actually CGB was that I wasn't originally playing Myrel, but he seemed to have some luck with it, so I wanted to give it a shot and see if it works here in this list. So we're going to play a couple of Myrel as well. And we're going to play Atsushi because I wanted a flyer to help fill out some things. And Atsushi is really good that if it does go away, you get some extra benefit by getting extra cards or treasure. And that could help us in both cases. So yeah, we're into it. Juru and Hazaret, this card's really awesome because we will have some ways to discard some cards or whatever. And we'll be emptying our hand just from playing stuff. Getting this down with Vigilant and Haste is great. And then we can go searching for cards that we could play for free because we have a bunch of legends. And one of the best legends we can play is Atali, Primal Conqueror, because we just get free stuff and we get our opponent's stuff. I don't think we'll ever be in a situation where we'll actually be able to flip it to the backside. 1, because we're probably not going to get to that much mana, but 2, because we're not likely to have the game go that long. If it does, we're probably in trouble. But otherwise, we're just going to be filling in with some other just useful creatures along the way. As always, if you want this full deck list, it will be at the end of the video. We'll talk about updates based on what we learned from the games we play. And if you want the deck list, you can get it right now down below. If you want to download it, you just go to the Moxfield link, look for the little arrows, and you can get our other deck list as well because we keep them all over on Moxfield as well. Otherwise, y'all go enjoy these games, and I'll catch up with you on the back end of the video because these should be a lot of fun. All right, I guess we keep this, right? I mean, we have Thalia, Guardian, find a land for Elesh Norn. Like, seems okay. Ooh. A shame that didn't come into play untapped as a white source. That'd have been cool. That would have set us up real nice, but no such luck. Let's go with this. And then that leaves open a few options. Well, it has Kodama. I think we're going to try to just remove Kodama, right? Seems to be our best bet. Let's do that. Before it gets bonuses and attacks or anything silly. Borrowed time to get back their Kodama. Seems fine. We have some other thoughts in mind at this point. Let's go with this. No attacks. The worst part here is at this point I don't really know what the opponent's deck is. I'm assuming it's like Selesnya enchantments playing Kodama. Well, there are enchantments, but I don't think they're the type that we're concerned with at this point. We could Juru and Hazaret, but only gets haste if my hand is empty. I believe I have 1 card or less, so let's do this first. We'll run these out. So we have a bigger Adeline and can attack. And then if the opponent blocks, they take some damage from Elesh Norn here. Because they won't be able to pay. So that kind of sort of works. Even if they sweep the board or something here, we've got a Juru and Hazaret, so that's cool. I mean, because this could be a Sunfall turn. We've seen that quite a bit lately. No, it's a Jugen Defends the temple. I feel like I've seen a couple of opponents playing that lately after that card sort of fell off, which is a little bit interesting. All right, let's go with this. Let's get this down, and we're gonna go ham. Everybody in the box? No, because Skrelv still ain't getting in the box. But if we do this, they block there, they would block there. They take 3, 8, 9 plus. Yeah, we do it. We do it. Actually, we do it. Everybody gets in there. Sure. We get Myrel. Okay, opponent's just gonna eat it. Alright, that's a good one to start with. Yeah, we're keeping. Just play that. And then we'll probably just Thalia into Coppercoat, I think is... Oh, especially against a red deck here. Though, that is a little interesting, right? Like, we might want to Coppercoat first, in a weird way. But I don't think we do. I mean, because if their burn is only 2 mana spells, cool. If it's play with fire, we lose Thalia. Or, I guess, the deal 1 damage to everything thing. Okay, it wasn't either of those. So that's super nice. I will block this, and feel free to have access to 2 cards. Especially since we know we're going to play Coppercoat Scout next turn. We don't really care that they have a burn spell. Though they did take the play with fire, so they will get to use it. But we're still okay with that. We're going to go ahead and attack with the assumption that we're going to lose Thalia anyway next turn, so we might as well get something for our troubles. And then we can play Myrel followed by Atsushi, and we're probably okay. Alright, I'm down with that. Ain't mad at it at all. I thought they were just going to pay the extra and kill Thalia, because it would only been 1 more, but... Opponent... Yeah, I think they realized that. Yep. Okay, I think we're just going to go here then. And, yeah, I might as well attack. If they got burn spells, whatever. I'm not blocking with Thalia there. We got to keep them on the slow side of things. Though they could have, like, Thundering Raiju here. And that'd be a little bit of a pain. Something like Mechanized Warfare is annoying, but not the end of the world. Thundering Raiju, much bigger issue. Kind of understandable. I think we just take it, though. And then I think we just try to do some stuff here on these next couple turns. That is a soldier, so we attack, we get some chump blockers. Go ahead and play this. This will get us access to more spells. We attack with this. Oh, I should have attacked with Thalia, too, because I'm not going to block with Thalia here. Not with us having bonus blockers. Though, that being said, they could have the thing that deals 1 damage to everything, and that still could be bad, I suppose. So, it's all whatever. Alright. You got it. We're going to block and block. Cool. That wasn't bad at all. That could have been infinitely worse. And this is for each soldier, right? We'll save some blockers just in case. Alright. And if they don't have anything, we just get to finish it off this turn. Plus, we have Plaza of Heroes to protect a creature even. Yep, opponent says GG. Alright, we'll take it. Alright, let's keep it. Don't really want to draw a Tali. We want to get a Tali much later. So this isn't really helping our case any. Especially against what's probably going to be a mono white aggro deck. Yeah, this is not a great plan. Now, that being said, we're not that worried about Thalia. That's cool. Opponent, you can attack for 1 here freely. We're not blocking. Even if we did, it doesn't do anything. That is nice. Don't know if it's totally what we want yet, but not bad. Okay, we'll pass. I think we probably... Oh, that's not what we wanted to see. Now I'm going to get in the silly, brutal Cathar game of like, Cathar your Cathar to get my thing. Like, probably where we're going to end up. But, you know, what are you going to do? Alright, is what it is. That is at least interesting. I don't think I'm going to do anything with it. Alright, I think we just play the Cathar game, and if they Cathar a Cathar, we just lose. I think that's kind of where this goes. Kind of a cost of doing business sort of thing. Alright, that sucks, but it's not that bad. Considering. Ooh, that could be bad, though. Oh, interesting. So is there just another Thalia over there? Alright, so we block one, we block here. Discard a Tali because we're nowhere near casting him. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. I thought something else was going to happen there. Now it's to decide what's worth doing here. I'm half tempted to not cast anything, but that'd just be silly. So let's do this. Take a point, gain a point. Let's attack with this. I think is what we want to do. And then I'm going to tap the Cathar because they're not really going to block with it, I don't think. I mean, in a weird... I mean, they're not going to... you know what? Let's tap this because we can still block a 1/1 if that comes up. Oh, dang. I really wanted to land on top for Juru Hazoret. Though Coppercoat Scout's kind of nice. Coppercoat Vanguard. Man. We can't even cast the Vanguard and the Veteran because the land doesn't... It only works for Legendary. I'm going to just try to get a land. I think I'm gonna try to swing for the fences, y'all. I think that's the game plan here. We're just going to go for it. I mean, they can block our 3/2. Oh, they're not. They got bluffed. I thought we were gonna have to discard this Lunarch Veteran, but we didn't have to. So that's kind of cool. All right, that means also no Cathar. Love that too. Now they can make their Adeline unblockable here because we have all white creatures. And that would be pretty bad, because we'd have to take at least 6 or 5. And then could potentially die next turn. Also interesting that they played their planes instead of saving it. Oh, they're going to try to attack with everything here. They're just saying, bring it, fam. Okay, so they're putting me on notice for next turn. Fair enough. So we're going to take 6... No, they're making that unblockable. Really? And not Adeline? Weird. So I'm only going to take 4 here? 5? Huh. Okay, then. I guess we're good with that. I'm not 100% sure what just happened or why, but okay. You are not what we were looking for. But that sort of works anyway. We play this first. We lose 1, gain 1. But then we gain 2 whenever we play Thalia, so it kind of checks out. And then we attack with Guardian. I mean, I guess be willing to, I'll tap this. Though, if we block with this, we then have a flyer, which is something, but I don't think we care that much. That's fine. Hey, guess what? Lands. Alright. Though, I would just be trading here, because I'm not willing to actually give it up. And they're not willing to give theirs up either, so that works out. We're in a pretty safe spot now that we know we've got Drew and Hazoret. Opponent doesn't know that. Yeah, if they would have forced through Adeline instead, even if they attacked with nothing else last turn, we'd be at a much lower life and probably dead here, actually. The way things worked out. So it's kind of interesting. And we can block with the token, and that's fine. We can block with Thalia. So this feels oddly safe, especially considering we're going to get 2 life back from playing D and H. Possibly 4 life, because we'll hopefully hit a 0 cost thing. Or a legend that'll be 0 cost. Alright. We're attacking. Okay, we're attacking with all that. Opponent's just wilding out right now. Yeah, I'm like, you're only at 11, opponent. Like, what's going on here? like what's happening? Alright, so I can't block the other one. So, I mean, I can just block the Guardian with the token. And then they just have no blockers? No, they have no blockers. They didn't cast a spell either. So we get to flip our Cathar? Alright, I guess. Maybe this is the opponent just saying, like, they're accepting the game's over. Or, I mean, 2, 4, 6, 7. I'm only showing 8, so maybe not. Or they have a 1 mana thing they'll block with it. I don't know. This is a weird time. Okay, it is a 1 mana thing. Okay. I guess we'll just see if this is it. Get some life. Go to attack with enlist. And we'll attack. Yep. Alright, that'll do it. Now, interesting enough, I was going to attack with everything but Cathar because I didn't want them to block and get that back. Well, I guess I attack with everything as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have to block the 5, 4. So we just attack with everything. That'd be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. They'd be left at 3. I'd still have a 5, 4 blocker. And if I got a 0 cost thing, I'd be able to play it in game 2. So I'd be at 12. But even if I don't, let's assume I brick on D&H. They would still only have 3, 4, 5, 6 total damage to attack us with. 7, 8. So, like, the only way they'd been able to kill us if they had... No, I was thinking if they had a Coppercoat Vanguard, but that wouldn't do it, because that'd be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tap this for 1 is 8. Yeah, that still wouldn't get them there. 9, 10. Actually, it wouldn't exactly. If they would have had that, they could have got us for exactly enough. So, it would have been close, but I don't even know if they had that, to be honest. And I guess it could depend. Well, no, because we'd have another blocker from the Druid Hazoret, so never mind. If we bricked on Druid Hazoret, we could have lost. But outside of that, we would have been pretty good. Okay, we get to go first this time, and I'm going to keep it. Like, I'm looking at the sand and going, I can't really justify throwing it away. We have a Guardian that we can discard 1 Adeline to if necessary. And if not, we just try to sneak through a Coppercoat Scout or some such. So, I keep saying Coppercoat Scout, Coppercoat Vanguard. I don't know why I say Scout there. Doesn't really make sense. Alright, so I think the plan here, like I'm saying, unless I found a 1 mana thing, is I think I'm just going to attempt Adeline, assume it's going to get countered, and then hopefully clear the way if I get a land to play Thalia next turn. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Like, that we can live with. Alright, come on, untap land. Hey! Just to make things difficult on the opponent, hopefully. Alright, we'll try this. I doubt this one will resolve, but at this point, we're trying to just clear cards from the opponent. Okay, well, that's fine. If you got it, you got it. Smoke them if you got them. Alright, end the turn. Well, we did what we could. Experimental Augury. They're going to go digging. Ooh, if we get an untapped land... Ah, they found a land too, though. I was going to say, we might go trying to jam a Druid Hazoret there. That would have been spicy. But I actually don't mind that as a follow-up. Here, actually. Let's go to attack. They're going to try to target that. You know what? Yeah, that's cool. We can live with that. And we go to attack. Alright, so now when they decide they want to Sunfall here, because this is the type of the deck. Oh, it's a Wandering Emperor. Okay. Well, that's nowhere near as scary. Do we just have lethal? No, they could have a Fading Hope still. Alright. That's gone. And they go to 13, so they're definitely not dead. Alright, what do we get for this card? Nothing good. Ooh. That ain't bad, though. We're 1 mana away from that. So let's try this. Let's go this over here. This and this heads up. Actually, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, with the extra token wouldn't be enough. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dang it. We were just a little bit short. Okay. Can't do much about that. Oh my goodness. We get a Myrel? I think we take Myrel here. Alright, opponents at 2. They would otherwise been at 1 had we attacked everything at them. I'm actually just not going to play this. I mean, opponent... Oh, I should have anyway. I forgot it goes away. I thought it just didn't cost 4, I thought was the thing. Alright, well, we get to try a Tali anyway. Big monster? Do we get something good from the opponents? We get a Thalia and nothing good from the opponents. Decline. That's so sad. That makes me so sad on so many levels. Here comes a farewell, right? No? Well, now? What do we do? Well, we have these, so they can't even target stuff with Wandering Emperor, so sure. Yeah, alright, we're good. This hand is weak, but I can't help myself. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, that makes things a little bit better. But at least if they have removal, they're kind of forced to use it on Skrelv unless they have some type of sweeper. Yep. Just what we thought. And that's okay. That, however, is not so much okay. I mean, I knew we kept a bad hand because we had a bunch of cards that don't do anything. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta try. Alright. Oh, that resolved. Nice. I wasn't sure it was going to. That's always pleasant. I was about to say, what is the opponent's plan otherwise here? You know, I'm a little bit tempted to play a Brutal Cathar next turn and pass, because like the opponent doesn't cast anything and their whole plan is to be reactive. Then we just get to flip a Cathar, and that's actually kind of cool. Though, we got this instead, so let's go with this. Let's attack within list with this. Because we get the same damage, but at least get to dig a little deeper here. Skinson and another Guardian. I'm assuming the opponent's gonna... I want both these cards. I'm just trying to decide the order. But I think this is probably fine. I don't know. We'll just leave them like that. Because there's a good chance these are just going to get swept in some variety. There's so many quality sweepers these days. Don't want to overthink it. Alright. Here it comes. Maybe. Or not. Oh. What's happening here? And they're passing. Well, that's something. So now I have to assume there's like Wandering Emperor or some such here, which is why they were checking the cost on the Coppercoat Vanguard. Which would make a lot of sense. And kind of puts us in a weird spot because I don't know if I would want to... Dang. Yeah, I think it is Wandering Emperor. I'm just trying to think, if that's the case, do we just want to attack with Coppercoat and Veteran? But then if we do that, they could just make a 2/2. And that doesn't help our situation at all. That actually makes things worse. Ugh. Man, tough one. Alright, we kind of know the drill, but we're just going to attack, knowing that they're going to exile the Guardian. I mean, not much of a secret. Yep. Like I said, we knew it was coming, so nobody's shocked there. I would say, obviously, you get rid of it, right? And all you gotta do is pay 1, so that's legit. Unfortunately, didn't have a Thalia out, or that would have stopped that turn. Would have been nice. Didn't happen, though. I'm gonna hold on to the Sekinzen, because we know what our top card is, so if we just need to play a land, we could play it next turn. If they sweep the board here, I'd be a little inclined to go ahead and make 2 tokens. Don't know that they are, but if they get rid of our creatures, it'd be nice to have a backup plan. Oh, so they're just making a 2/2 outright. That feels like another Wandering Emperor. So I think we're going to go ahead and hold this Sekinzen, and we're going to try to play Cathar, then followed by a Guardian, I guess. No, there's a Vraska. Interesting. That did not go the way I anticipated. So that's going to put Vraska down to 2. Maybe now we do use Sekinzen. This is changing every second currently. We would be able to sack that for treasure if we needed it. Sure. What step are we in here? We're still in the attack step. Alright. Go into the end step. I think we are going to do this. It means I'm just never going to cast a Tali, but, you know. That's just one of them there things. Alright. And we'll attack, sending these 2 here and this here. Alright, so now it's, do we think the opponent just plays farewell? Because they just got their 6th land. If so, we're going to lose this anyway, but then we'd also lose this, so I'm just going to end the turn. And if they don't play anything, that's great for us. We have to flip Cathar, but they're probably going to play farewell. Because it looks like their plan is just removal and planeswalkers. Some type of Esper Super Friends pile here. Oh, they let us flip it. How nice. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh boy, what are we looking to do here? I mean, I guess we just attack. Boy, Elish Norn though, you'd be nice, wouldn't you? Alright. We're just getting in there, I guess. And if there's another Emperor, there's another Emperor. We ain't doing nothing about it. I mean, you got it, you got it. Yeah, exactly. Like, what were we going to do? You get rid of the Brute. But that just take 3, gain 3. So it's a wash, I guess. Or take 3, gain 2. So you're still -1.
This is what you get for hurting.
Okay, I guess we try this. Kind of like the best use of our mana. But again, we're just waiting for them to find their actual kill spell, because I know it's over there. It's over there somewhere. Alright, there's a breach. They get back a planeswalker or a creature? Yeah, so you choose a planeswalker. So they get Vraska back. Or they could get another Duder. I mean, from us, they can get Atsushi or Juru and Hazaret. Either of those are probably reasonable. Yep, Atsushi makes sense. So we do lose our Elish Norn, which is very disappointing. Fortunately for us, we do have... Oh, actually, that puts us 1 away from a Tali. Hold up. Opponent might have just given us a Tali fuel. Oh, come on. Can we get an untapped land? We did. Okay, so... Is there a way we win here? Oh, I don't think we can win with any single thing. Because I was thinking if we get an Adeline, that only gets us 1 more point. If we get a Coppercoat Vanguard, that gets us 1 more point. So the most we could do is 4, I think, no matter how this breaks down. I mean, we could remove this, kill some Planeswalkers. But I think we're gambling, y'all. I think that's it. That's what we're here for, right? We're making content. Let's gamble. Maybe we get one of their Planeswalkers or something. Ooh, a Sunfall and a Thalia. Well, that's That's not great. That sucks. That's terrible. Yeah, we're sad. I mean, I obviously am taking the Thalia. Yeah, we have to decline that. Wow, that was awful. That was about as bad as that could have been. I should have just played the Brutal Cathar instead of trying to get cute. But here we are. Yep. Golly. Man, see, I should have just played the Cathar and... it wouldn't have changed drastically, though, to be honest. Oh, wait, actually, if we remove our own Atsushi, does it come... It comes back into play under our controller, right? Enter battlefield to transform. Exile target creature. Yeah, because it's exiled, so it would come back. Oh, I should have just done that. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. That was beyond stupid. Alright, well. There's a thing. Might as well. Alright, I'll go ahead and do this. If some creatures die, we get some life. We'll see what happens here. They go to 4 if they use Vraska's ability, which then if creatures die, and I think if this works the way I think, we get Atsushi back, and then we'll be able to attack for 4. If it doesn't work the way I think, then oopsies. Yeah, we're just taking 4. So probably Sunfall time. Let's see it. Alright, so they're exiling it. Turn the battlefield, transform, blah, blah, blah. You destroy a thing. We get a life. It did! That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. I knew that, actually, but I just never done it. It never, like, I feel like I'd done that years ago, but nowhere in the last couple of years to even know if that was a thing. But, yeah, sure. Give me some spells. We'll definitely take spells. Yeah, squee! That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So good. So good. After all that, I think we got there, fam. Now they could, exactly, draw a card, go to 4. If you find another, go for the throat. You could kill Squee. And that would be a real thing. Alright, so we're going to do these in the proper order. And we're going to attack all at the opponent. This one can go after them. Oh, they're saying GG's. Alright. Whoo! Woo! We did it! Okay, we can cast stuff. Not great stuff, but we can cast stuff. So it's a start. That could help. Let's go ahead and lead with Skrelv. And we'll see if we find a 2-mana thing next turn, and then decide if we're going with Squee or Brutal Cathar. But I'm thinking it's going to be Cathar. Brawler. Hey, this looks like the list I played just the other day. That's cute. Good news is, we have some ways to gain some life. Bad news is, we're probably going to get hit for a lot of damage this turn. It could be a whole lot. Okay. Kami doesn't make that too bad, at least. But we're still going to take, like, what, 6? Yeah. Oh, no, 7. Alright, well, we do what we got to do, sadly. Problems is problems. Alright. We have to Cathar. No chance, or no choice, really. Got to get rid of that. I think it's safe to attack with this, because, like, if they block, like, we don't really care. Like, we would gladly trade that with the counters they're putting on. Yeah, depending on what their hand is, this is still going to be a difficult finish. I will see. This is going to be rough. Did they get something to put counters on top of that? I mean, they do have 3 mana available. Whoa. Oh, is this that +1/+1 card? Okay, let's assume it is. We block, they play it. They kill our Cathar, they get their dude back. Yeah, we can't even block, sadly. Alright, that sucks. I think we just gotta eat it. There were too many ways that could go badly by blocking, unfortunately. Okay. So if we play Squee here and attack, we'd get 2 cards. Squee would die, assuming they have the card in hand, we think. Then next turn we play land. We play DNH, and then we still have another card in hand, so that doesn't help. Oh, gosh. Turning this into a 3/3 doesn't do much. Maybe we're just supposed to be blocking here. It's brutal, but maybe that's the actual correct play. And then pass? Boy, I hate that. Like, I do not like that at all. But it might be the correct thing to do here. I mean, it did pause, so I'm assuming they have the thing to put counters on the Dusk Legion, Duelist, they'll draw a card, then they get to attack for 8. They're not doing such things. Why is this? So we got 5 coming through. They put the counters, that's 7. Alright, I think we just do this. Because if they put a counter, that's only 3, and we would still kill that and keep our Guardian. Put this possibly pretty low, but I think we kind of got to do it. So let's go. I don't know what else it would be. I mean, unless it puts 2 counters and then puts a 3rd one, but I don't know. Oh, it's a Tyvar stand. Well, that makes sense. Okay. That doesn't really change too much in the grand scheme of things. Alright, we do end up losing our veteran, which does suck, but I wasn't even thinking they would be playing Tyvar stand. I figured they just had better choices, honestly. But that actually balances things out for us a little bit, so that's not nearly the worst thing that could have been. So we're going to go to attack. We're going to play this, or attack with that. We're only at 5. We get to keep Juru and Hazoret untapped. We're gonna hope to hit. This is kind of all we can do. Nope, not this. There we go. Enlist this. Alright, here's hoping. Okay, we got a Squee and we got a Thalia. We don't have anything in our graveyard. I mean, that's not true. I guess we have 2 things in our graveyard. If we take Squee, all we're doing is blocking with Squee next turn, right? But probably still worth it. Actually, Thalia gets to first strike something. Possibly. So let's just take Thalia. Alright. These can probably both go. Actually, if we could take a land... Never mind. We'll keep a land on top. Though we may be discarding to protect the veteran anyway. Yeah, alright. In case we don't. Oh, no. Veteran's actually just tapped here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Another blocker is really all that is. Just to try to not die here. Oh, no! I think they got us. Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Ooh, and another Whisper coming. Okay, at least that's one less attacker, but that's a lot more counters here when they attack with their initiates. Yep, so now Thalia doesn't even get to first strike anything, so that's pretty gross. What are our options here? We're only at 6. Dang. Okay, if we pass, we block. I mean, I guess we could try to Juru and Hazoret some things, but if we don't kill anything, we're just giving them a dude back that's going to end up in way more counters next turn. I think we're dead. Opponent's at 11. I don't think we have any real way through this. We could make Drew and Hazoret unblockable next turn. I don't even know if that's worth it, though. Alright, I mean, I'm going to give ourselves at least the best hit, if there is such a thing. But we know it's on top of our library. Man, them finding a thing like that was huge. Yeah, I just don't think we have anything. Alright, opponent got us finally. We deserve to lose one. I don't even think I played that well either. Opponent drew well, and I played badly. Ugh, can't keep this. It's way too slow. Whoa, man, this is tolerable. We'll keep it and get rid of one Skrelv, but obviously, whether we draw a land or not. Okay, that changes things. So I was going to say, whether we draw a land or not was going to decide quite a few things on this turn. Any chance you want to play a tap land opponent? Of course not. You couldn't do us a favor, even once. Oh, that resolved? Wow. Okay. What? Okay. I'm a little confused. What is going on that would have resolved? But here we are. Okay, if they didn't have a 2-mana counter last turn, do they just not have one this turn? Okay, apparently they don't. Okay, then. Attack with Thalia? Okay, well, I guess it's just a depopulate. We just walked into it, I guess. Well, no, they can't play depopulate yet either because Thalia's out. And they apparently don't have a second white. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. What hand do you keep where you don't play anything for the first 3 turns? Even when a control deck. I mean, I guess it could be Sunfall. That's legit. Because we all know that's a problem. Alright, so if we can get in for 4, 5, 6, well, it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And do we just hold on to Sekinzen, if that's the case? I mean, if we assume it's potentially Sunfall. Actually, I should have just played Sekinzen anyway, so this would at least resolve. But whatever, I guess. Yeah. Disruption Protocol. Alright, we weren't going to survive that anyway, that's fine. They don't have another white. I'm assuming they just have to draw it. Alright, we're just going to say, like, if they got it, they got it. If they bluffed us, so be it. You win, opponent. We're just getting in there, I think. We're gambling it all anyway, so sure. And if they have the answer, they have the answer. Just white land, do whatever you're going to do. If they don't have it, then we're probably good. Oh, actually, even if they had the land, they couldn't Sunfall, because it would have been, they would have needed 6. So that's fine. This is still lethal. Okay, that worked. I'm going to keep. We're going to take 2 turns to draw an untapped land, probably, but such is life. Alright, at least we got another 1-mana thing in case we don't draw the untapped land here, but I really would like to. It'd be super nice. It would make life terribly easy. Okay, well, we failed at that part, so, yeah, I'm just gonna attack here. I don't think I care too much there. Not having a second untapped land, I think, is gonna be the death of us here, though. I think sticking a Thalia in this matchup would probably have been very good. Now we're kind of behind it a little bit. Yeah, this is exactly a deck we want on it. However, we got lucky because the opponents didn't have anything more productive to do there, so that's good. Gonna attack with just Lunarch Veteran so we can try to protect Thalia on some level. Alright, where are we at? If I get an untapped land, I'm probably just playing at Sushi next, to be honest. You know we can protect that, right, opponent? Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, this seems more than fine. Let's keep it and rock and roll here. And then we Thalia and hope for the best. Alright. See if we can slow the opponent down here. Obviously, there's a play with fire. Or something similar. Yep. Makes me feel like there's two play with fires, because it might be about to use one here. And get Thalia off the board. Or the, whatever, in the festivities or whatever the thing is, deal 1 to everything. I mean, if not, that's great. Because then we get to play Coppercoat, Vanguard, and that's even better. Alright. They can't kill Thalia yet. That's good. Then we're going to definitely drop down this. And Arena, for some unspoken reason, just left a Plaza untapped. That's weird. If I attack for 3, we're not going to block with the Scout. Nah, no attacks. We are not the aggro deck just yet. We need another turn or 2 to set up. Squeak, you got it, friend. Alright. Let's go ahead and remove Squee, I suppose. Alright. And that's all it took there. Alright, we're going to keep, but we need to find a white source for something other than Thalia. Otherwise, this is a disaster. It's probably still a disaster if this is mono black, because they have a lot of ways to kill a Thalia on the cheap, you know? That's not going to help us. Like, not at all, actually. I mean, I guess if we find Adeline next turn, that's something. Kind of. But then they could just well play, like, Liliana, and it's kind of the same thing. Oh, that's not good. Oh, wait, no, now that we have Thalia, we can get away with it. You know. I think we just Cathar, discard a Guardian, which feels a little weird, but I think that's correct. Sadly, there's probably Shieldred here. Oh, well, that dude. Well, that's a problem. Bit of an issue. No attacks. So this is weird. Am I in a situation where we're trying to... Well, Yawgmoth, that's cool. I was going to say, we're trying not to cast anything, so we flip Cathar, and then, like... Okay, well, hey, if they're attacking, I will take that. Like, that's way better than the other possibilities. Evolve Sleeper, you got it, fam. All you. Yep, it can be a 2/2. Ooh, well, that's convenient as another option of plays here. Let's do this. Get rid of this. And then we get our choice of what to attack with here. And I think it has to be Myrel and Thalia. Because at this point, if Thalia dies, I don't even know if we care. So we're going to do this. And then they have to choose. You either get rid of Myrel and we get rid of Gix. Exactly. Like, those are your choices. We can live with that. If we die because Thalia's gone, then so be it. Alright, Soren, you got it. Sure. I'll just jump block with a 1/1. I mean, like... Actually, really? This is a bit, aggressive opponent, but sure. Like, I'm down. Okay, so... I think I'm just gonna attack here, like this. We still make a pile of soldiers. And then I'm just gonna pass the turn. And then we get our choice of what to do next turn. Because then we play 2 things, we remove their board. Like, seems fine. Yep, there's another Sorin, that's okay. I mean, I'm assuming it's another 2-2 or 2-3 thing. Nope, they're looking for stuff on top of the library. Maybe for something to kill Myrel. But we can protect Myrel, which is a good thing. You can get that back. And that would be annoying for us, not gonna lie. Alright. Opponent passes. So now we attack with Myrel. We will lose that. Or we can send a bunch of tokens in, but I don't think we're going to do that. Though, if we attack and get, what is that, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, that's pretty sweet. I think we're going to play both of these, and we'll make a decision. See about making a business decision here, right? So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. If we just attack the opponent with everything... Actually, that's a little bit of a disaster, because if they do have a thing to remove our brute, that's a little tough. Yeah, if they have an instant speed removal with one of those last 2 cards, that is unfortunate, because we would lose a great many cards. So we could sack the soldier tokens as well. So that's another point of discussion, I guess. But then it would suck if they blocked. Man. There's a lot of ways this can go poorly. But let's assume, what's the worst case scenario, right? So they block, they kill Brutal Cathar, they take 3, they go to 13. Then they get the 5/5 back, which could then block our first striker. So we lose 3 of our new tokens. And then Myrel gets double blocked, let's say. We kill off the flyer because it's a lifelinker. So then they take 4 only, but they would gain 2, so they're at 18, minus the 3 from that, so it's 15. They take 4, they go to 11. We don't have any of those. They've got an additional... Yeah, that's bad, actually. I don't think we can win after that, so we have to not attack. Okay, they didn't have the instant speed removal. Gosh dang it. Okay, well, we tried. We found out our answer. Let's see what happens. I did all that math to find out they actually don't even have what I thought they had, because it didn't even pause when we moved phases. We should be pretty good to go now, though. Well, they're checking our graveyard. Oh, Trespasser, sure. We'll be able to attack with Juru and Hazoret. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think we're good? I don't know. We're going to try. That's all we can do, right? Alright, play the land. Play Azuru and Hazoret. We will attack with everything minus these 2. Enlist this one. Enlist this one. Alright, that's what we're going to do. Tap this for an enlist. Tap this for an enlist. Lots of triggers happening. Piles of duders. We will get that. And then we will take this. Oh, wait, no. We're just scrying here. Yeah. We don't need a second Thalia at that point, so sure. Alright. What you got, opponent? I mean, you block our 2 biggest things. You're only taking 7. So we don't get to kill them here. Oh, they're not even doing that. They're just saving their creatures, I guess. Alright, that makes sense to me. They didn't even give it Death Touch? Well, that's weird. I mean, I will play this or lose it. Alright. I mean, I guess it is what it is. Yep, you got it. Wow, that game didn't play at all how I thought it would. Okay, so this ended up being pretty damn good, surprisingly. Now, I don't know if there's a couple things I wanted to change because we do have some one-ofs in here, like the one Atali, the one Atsushi, the one Elishnorn. However, they all came into play at different points and were pretty good when we got them. So I don't know if I want to switch them out or not, but if there are other things you want to play, totally makes sense. There's at least room in the upper end for what legends you want to goof around with if you have some preferred preferences, because that's what preferred would mean. Anyway, looking at this list, we've got 3 Lunarch Veteran, 4 Skrell, 4 Coppercoat Scout, 4 Guardian of New Benelia, 4 Thalia, 3 Adeline, 4 Brutal Cathar, 2 Squee, 1 Elishnorn, 2 Myrel, 1 Atsushi, 3 Juru and Hazaret, 1 Atali, 1 Aganjo, 6 Plains, 4 Mountains, 1 Sekinzen, 4 each of Battlefield Forge, Sundown Pass, and Plaza of Heroes. I will say this though, I think that we could probably even get away with 1 more Plains and 1 less Mountain, because while we do need double red for Atsushi or for Juru and Hazaret, we also could use the Plaza of Heroes for those. So we probably don't need that many mountains. I think we can cut 1 and play an additional Plains, and that'll solve some of the problem we ran into a couple of times where we had like a bunch of Plaza of Heroes and no extra white sources. All right, so that was actually way better than I thought it was going to be. Now, I will say this. I think in that last matchup, I think that was against the mono black deck, they could have drawn a little bit different or had some different removal, and that would have extended the game a few turns. I think we still could have won that, but it would have been a lot more interesting finish. And I think one of the earlier matchups against blue-white, had they gotten a second white source, I think that could have shaped that game a little bit too. So keep that in mind when looking at the results. But overall, the deck actually does play well. It has some reasonable defenses to keep your creatures alive. It has a lot of good value at the upper end of the mana curve. So I think it kind of does a lot of what we want to do, which is all you can hope for, really. And if you're looking for a different option, I think this is pretty good because it's not just boring mono white soldiers and it's not mono red aggro. It's somewhere north of both of those. And it has a little more versatility. So you're not really out of a lot of the games because you do have stuff like Juru and Hazaret. You've got Atali. You've got, or even Myrel being able to help you come back in some situations, right? So there's a lot of things you can do that those other decks can't necessarily do, and that's actually pretty nice. So yeah, really surprised overall how it played, but I'm happy with it. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Brian Stoutarm. This is a card I haven't played too much of lately, but I did play much of it once upon a time. The thing is, a 4 mana 4/4 with lifelink is actually reasonable size as far as commander bodies go, assuming you're not playing like super competitive commander, but it also does give you some level of extra damage. And not only that, because the damage is coming from Brian Stoutarm, it actually is lifelink damage. So it could be kind of a little surprising trick here or there, or you just get something big, maybe even with haste, you can fling it at the opponent, or even better, you play it alongside something like Sneak Attack, where you get to put something just into play, you have your big monster, and then you sack the big monster before it has to be sacrificed at the end of the turn. So some really cool stuff you can do with this card, and it's very underappreciated, and on top of that, it's very cheap. So if you want to pick one up, I don't even think this will cost you $1 in most places. But if you're looking for a Boros list and you enjoyed this one, we do have another one that plays a lot of artifacts that you might find pretty entertaining as well. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.